Oh, there we go. Kind of delayed. Okay, try turning up the volume to see if that helps. There are honestly no audio settings in this game. Alright, well, 1 second then. Guess I'll just turn myself way the fuck up. How about now? Just turn myself way the fuck up. How about now? Test, test. How about now? Test, test. Test, test. Testing the mic. Testing the mic.
Okay, this game is just hella loud. I'm gonna have to just try to talk over it if I can. Unless... Oh, I'm a genius if this works. I'm not a genius. Okay, I'm just gonna have to try to talk over this insanely loud game. Apologies, folks. Greetings, folks. My name's Carlos, and I'm playing Mega Man for funsies and to test PS4 streaming, and just because I kind of wanna hear the sound of my own voice when I listen to this after, because I have an ego. Love my ego. It's great. It serves me well. Let's do full. This will probably appear a little better on the screen. I have done voiced live streaming approximately never. So this is going to be a bit of a learning curve. I'm going to play Mega Man 4. I'm going to play Mega Man 4 because I really like Mega Man 4. It's probably my favorite of the NES games. Has easily the best soundtrack of all the NES Mega Men. See, it feels weird to say it that way. This had a ROM hack made for it, a very well-received one called Rockman 4 Minus Infinity. I appear to be the only person on the planet who thinks that ROM hack kind of blows, and who much prefers the original game. So here we are. I have no idea if anyone's going to watch this. I could be talking to myself. I have no clever thing to say to that, just that might happen. This is the first of the Mega Man games, on NES anyway, to have Dr. Wily not be the antagonist at first, to frame someone else, in this case Dr. Cossack, the fellow on the border there on the right, by kidnapping his daughter Kalinka, the girl right under him. You quickly learn that Dr. Wily was behind the whole thing, and soon have to do another set of 4 stages, the first time that happened as well, unless you count Mega Man 3, but I wouldn't, in order to defeat him. Mega Man 4 introduced the chargeable Mega Buster. In fact, this is the first time the term Mega Buster was coined. First 3 games just called it the Arm Cannon. Funny enough, even when he couldn't charge it anymore in Mega Man 9 and 10, he still called it the Mega Buster. Go figure. Anyone does happen to start listening to this, and they can't hear me for shit, just say the word. I can adjust the volume knob on my mic here, and maybe, like I said, this game is loud and I don't find any volume settings for it. So, we're gonna start, as I like to start this game, with Dive Man, because I don't remember a lot of the weaknesses in this game. I just kind of, for most of the mobs, I just remember their patterns and how to beat them with a Mega Buster, so here we go. I'm not a speedrunner by any means, and I don't pretend to be. I am merely a casual noob Mega Man player. For example, if this was a speedrun, I probably would have already reset. I mentioned it before, but Mega Man 4's soundtrack is like the highlight of the NES games for me. However, there were some issues with the actual sound effects of this game. They're a little bugged, and you can hear it when you grab an energy pickup, and especially when bosses' energy bars fill up. It, like, really lags the game a little bit, that particular sound effect, and I guess there's an issue with certain sound effects in Mega Man 4, I'm not sure why. I read reports once that this game crashed or something. I could be wrong. Part of the reason I wanted to just test all the sound is because, you know, I'd like to get into streaming stuff. I'm not a top player of anything by any means, but I certainly hope that watching me can entertain people. Entertainment needed in these dark and trying times of 2017. I'd like to be able to give some people some joy. Can you slide jump in this? You can. Slide jumping is a bug in certain Mega Man games where you can slide, where you can jump out of your slide. That normally wouldn't affect anything, except with the slide, you're a little wider on the ground than you are when you're standing. And that means that you can technically be on the ground longer when you go off the edge of a cliff, which enables you to jump just a little bit further. Your jump actually starts a little bit into where you would normally start falling. This is easiest to see when when you just slide off a ledge normally, and you'll notice Mega Man is actually a bit further off of the ledge than if you just walked right off. So I just grabbed the hidden power-up. I never use a wire. That's one of the things Rock Band 4 Minus Infinity is doing better, the wire power-up based on Major Bionic Commando. That's pretty cool. Here it's just an alternative means to ascend, which is already covered by Rush Coil and by the other hidden power-up, the balloon platform thing, which we'll get from Pharaoh Man stage. This is the Mega Man Legacy Collection version of Mega Man 4. Here's a rapid fire button, which I currently have mapped to R1. I'm not going to use that too often. I'm also not going to charge my Mega Buster too often. Not because I think it's cheap or anything like that, but because I love the music in this game. And when I do this, you can't hear it for shit. You just hear a really high-speed version of what I always imagine the adults from Charlie Brown sound like. I prefer more subtle charging noises, as was present in the X series, some of them anyway. It just kind of interferes with my enjoyment of the music if all I hear is that my entire time playing. I will occasionally use the charge buster, it's just too useful not to, but some bosses shouldn't need it. This is Dive Man. Here's how Dive Man works. When he squats down, looks about to take shit, watch his mouth. His mouth is closed, he's about to charge. His mouth is open, he's about to fire a missile. He will also not do either action more than 3 times consecutively. I believe if you maintain this distance to him, he'll always do charge, 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 missile, but I've seen him deviate sometimes. I'll see if I can make him deviate a bit more by getting a bit further away from him. Yeah, that changed him a bit. When I was young and I actually had something resembling reflexes, I never knew that aspect, like getting close to him would change his behavior like that. So what I would do is I would just literally react to his mouth every time he crouched down. It sounded a little dirtier than I wanted it to, folks. Shoutouts for sounding dirty. I'm going to turn the mic volume up a little bit. I can see that I don't think anyone is watching this yet. Of course, this will be just put on YouTube later automatically, so people will watch it later. I have no time capsule-like message to send to the world. Y'all can just watch the Mega Man. I just picked continue. That is really stupid. I was trying to one life. I've won life to Mega Man 4 before. However, that means I have nothing to prove. I'm in 6 stages left. So I'm just gonna kill myself. And after I just burn away all my lives on these little spikes, I will go to Pharaoh Man stage because I feel like it. Alright. Let's go to Pharaoh stage. I like Pharaoh. It's cool. Punch Mega Man right in the face in that cartoon. God, I love that American cartoon. It had some terrible episodes, though. Like Curse of the Lion Men. Just about the worst episode of anything I've ever seen. It is worth your time to seek out Curse of the Lion Men. That cartoon also had some really good episodes, like the one with Mega Man X. Super good episode. There's a new Mega Man cartoon coming. People are pissing and moaning about his design, as though Mega Man somehow being blue is bad. I don't know what gamers want. Shoutouts to gamers and their horribleness in general. Can I make this jump? No! You know what? The balloon platform is on the other side. Honestly, I don't care. I use it approximately never. It doesn't change the ending. I'm just gonna keep on going. Pardon any sniffling folks, allergies and whatnot. You take. Oh, like that. I think I do. A little weird thing about the wire, you actually have to hold up to fire it. Kinda silly. Getting the secret balloon power would have taken me here after. Skipping a bunch of the stage, but also missing the E-tank. I've never done a no damage run of a Mega Man game, and I'm not really planning to. You know, thinking of things to say, it's actually fairly hard. How the hell do people do this when they stream? So I'm used to just post-editing and just making things sound good after. Or better than they were, anyway. Mummy robots, using cloth as an offensive weapon. Not sure why they just wouldn't attach some kind of rocket to that head of theirs, but whatever. I don't care about this guy. I should be able to beat Pharaoh Man. Just with this much energy. I think, maybe? It'll depend how on point my jumping is if he happens to be on a ledge slightly above me right here. Nope. So I'm gonna die. A little less accurate when I'm holding a charge buster button. Not a big fan of needing to hold buttons in games. It's one point of contention I have with folks who think Mario games are always all the shit and the best games ever made. Now, in all fairness, they really are. I'm going to use an energy tank. I don't want to repeat this. This is that sound bug I was talking about. The thing is about, I love Mario games, best games ever made. Hate that most of them you have to hold a button to run. You can't just tilt an analog stick or just make the run option the default and make walking holding the button, or take walking out. Big fan of how Yoshi's Island did it, personally. And the reason for that is a little silly. It hurts my thumb. Yeah, I got old man thumbs and needing to hold a button to play a video game. Like, if you play Gears of War, you can do the roadie run by holding the button, but you don't always want a roadie run. Situations where you're going to be holding A are, they're not the default. You kind of have to plan them. Right, stage select. So I'm okay with it in that game. But in a game like... when I play Mario 3, a game that is designed by virtue of having smaller levels with no checkpoints to be just ran through, speedrun or not, I never let go of that run button ever. I rarely let it go for any Mario game. The new Super Mario Brothers games, I do not let go of that button. Ever. In fact, people who have trouble playing that game, I tell them just hold down the run button and never let go. Stupid piece of shit. Just just hold down that button and never let go, and they immediately start doing better. And I mean, there's certainly something to say for just holding down the charge buster cannon until you need to fire it. I wish that Mega Man would just charge automatically, and after a little bit, you would just do your charge shot. But I mean, I guess that's a radical idea for some folks. In practice, it would be, if you've ever played the shooter Mars Matrix, in the arcades, not the Dreamcast version, which mapped that use to a button, but in the arcades, that shooter only used one button. That one button controlled shooting, a close-range charge shot, and your ship's reflecting ability. You held the button for the reflector. You tapped it rhythmically. You didn't have to rapid tap too fast to do the default gun, and you just let go for a while to charge up that short-range charge shot. You would hold it for a bit, or you would hold off firing for a bit, and then your ship would charge it up, and then the next time you tap the fire button, in addition to starting the rapid tap, the rapid fire, it would immediately fire off that short-range lightning bolt that really hurt enemies. It was a cool system. I really like Mars Matrix. It's not the best shoot 'em up I've ever played, but it is good. Detoured here for that energy tank, just as a precaution. Bright Man can sometimes fuck up your shit, even if you do everything right in the fight. Like, when he time stops you, he can do two things. Shoot at you, which you can plan for by having him stop you in the air, or jump at you, which you can't plan for shit because he will land on you no matter what. And contact damage with Bright Man is a huge... So, kind of a shitty design choice there. Mega Man 4 is by no means perfect, but I really like it. I seem to be a fan of the black sheep of the series. I'm a big fan of Mega Man 7 as well, the Super Nintendo version, not the shitty Famicom ROM hacks. I prefer Mega Man 7 to look and feel the way it did on SNES, and not have to put up with some elitist fucknuggets interpretation of what the purest NES Mega Man series should always look like. By the way, I swear a lot. I hope that's okay. Trigger warning and all that for swearing. I'm not making fun of trigger warnings. I don't want to offend anyone who doesn't want to listen to my particular method of articulation, let's say. I've never been a big NES purist for Mega Man. I'm of the opinion that the sprite he has looked shitty and old in Mega Man 2. If you look at the feet of all the new Robot Masters from Mega Man 2 onward, you can see that their design much more closely mirrors their art, and Mega Man looks like he was ripped off from Mega Man 1 to this day. He should have had a new sprite in Mega Man 2, and he still is using this garbage Mega Man 1 sprite, and every ROM hack and fan game that emulates the style still uses this fucking shitty Mega Man 1 sprite. I fucking hate it, but what can I do? That's part of the reason why I really like Mega Man 7. It's not using that shitty fucking sprite. I also just happen to like Mega Man 7 an awful lot. He jumps on my energy tank. Mega Man 8, I'm not as big a fan of, just because that game is not terribly well designed in a lot of ways. Its music's also not weak. Big fan of Mega Man music, if you couldn't tell. I think it looks fantastic, but the sound in that game, everything from the music to the horrendous English dub to the also not terribly impressive Japanese voice track, nothing about it is terribly appealing to me. Mega Man Bass is pretty cool, but the level design I find a little too constrained, and that was the point. Mega Man and Bass is meant to be a hard game. That's not my problem with it. The problem with it is I don't derive any kind of joy playing that game, at least as Mega Man. Playing it as Bass is another story entirely, but Bass can also dash and high jump and double jump and shoot in 8 directions, so he's just a lot of fun to play in general. It's like Mega Man Bass is kind of... the whole game is this room. That's how I feel about it. And that's not... like... I certainly don't like that design to be pervasive in the entirety of the games, but, you know, some people do. And I will not, I'm not gonna mere taste if that's your kind of game. I'm just gonna damage boost over its picks. I know it's technically not a damage boost if I'm not doing it in a speedrun setting to save time, but, I'll use the term however I want for this. I would love to be playing Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap right now, or Wonder Girl the Dragon's Trap, because every game should, that traditionally start a boy should let you also play as a girl. However, I can't afford it at the moment, so I'm watching my Carlos Nave Animery co-host Dave. Shoutouts to the Carlos Nave Animery, the best animator we show on the internet. I can see that he's online playing it now, and I really hate him for it. Because he's playing it, and I'm not. I really want to dive into that hard mode. Originally, I was seeing it put that Wonder Boy Monsterland-esque time limit on it, but ultimately, watching gameplay videos, that's kind of just some extra little bit of difficulty. It's the real difficulty is that there's some new monster upgrades and an entirely new monster color that can appear in that mode. It can also appear in the new unknown areas in the regular playthrough, from what I understand, but that's more of a hard mode thing. This area here is weird. That ground that appears when you flip that switch is not actually there until you flip the switch. You will fall clean through it. Something about it visually looks like it should have always been there, but it's not. Kind of like the coloring on it is just, because it's solid ground. Normally, if it was like a moving platform or some other kind of fake ground, an enemy like those spinning guys shouldn't be able to land on it. I'm really just getting hit by everything. Farm some energy. But, no, the ground is ground that only appears when you hit that switch. They probably have to do some kind of weird programming trick to make that work on the NES. Either that or this is one of those cartridge games that has a special chip on it. Which NES games had that? I recently found out that Punch-Out had one of those chips to let it display the sprites it did. I did not know that had extra hardware on the cartridge until very recently. Watching an AGDQ video, I believe, when someone blurted that out. Kind of funny there, if you have a sharp eye, you see that after the rock exploded, I actually destroyed the explosion. It was still one object at a time. This is incredibly boring. I'm gonna go fight Drill Man. Mother... Well, Drill Man is not someone whose pattern I ever did well in, even when I was young and nubile and had great reactions, so I'm probably gonna take a death on him. Oh shit, what's my life count at? Check in a moment. Oh, I hate you, Drill Man. Oh, I can die. Again, pardon me if I sniffle, allergies and whatnot. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the season for allergies. If I was a speedrunner, I'd be really upset with Drill Man right now because he's not giving me an optimal pattern. Drill Man, when he starts to drill underground, from the moment he looks at the screen until he drills and until he emerges, he is completely invincible. And if you've ever seen a speedrun of this, you'll know that speedrunners hate it when Drill Man does that. As this is my first time doing this whole live streaming, talking of Brit thing, I imagine I'm doing a terrible job. My voice has been described for people who listen to the various podcasts I co-host as, and I quote, sleep-inducing. I've been recommended to actually do those videos or audio files that people put on at night to help them sleep. I don't know how I feel about that. It sounds like a compliment, but I keep thinking it's not. Still, though, if you can ignore the really loud Mega Man audio and use my voice to get to sleep, like sleep is precious. We live in terrible times, and if I give you some kind of peace of mind and put you to sleep watching this, you know what? I've done my part. I've always hated this screen. Find these enemies real annoying. The charge shot in this game is not quite as robust and powerful as it was in Mega Man 5, where it was freaking broken. Enemies hitting you can break your charge. You can still keep holding your button, and I think most of the time you'll keep the charge, but it can get disrupted real quick. That also adds up to why I don't really use the charge shot a lot. Certainly if I was really trying to optimize the game, I would, but I'm really not. Mega Man 4 is one of those games where the knowledge of the game has replaced the periodic table in my memory, so I'd rather just play it very casually and in a relaxed fashion to unwind. Hippos. Fun fact, hippos are real dangerous in reality, though. That's a fun fact. Now, if you're like underage and your parents don't know you're watching this stream, you can tell them that you got some kind of educational value out of it. Although, to be fair, I'm not some Nazi fucknugget, so I'm not going to, I'm not gonna talk any kind of anti-Semitic or anti-women bullshit, so I want that energy. I want it so bad. I think if you get caught by between the beam and its little corner piece, you can die, but we're not gonna test it. This enemy here, I don't know their name. I'm just gonna call him a fucking asshole. He's an asshole. Open up! Oh my god, I hate this guy so much. Another hippo. Destroying all of the rainforest animals. Yes, because apparently, Carlos, hippos live in rainforests. Actually, when I think about it, I don't know if they do. Folks, do hippos live in rainforests? Let me know. It's worth our time to find this out on the stream. For some reason, these beams of light have changed the graphics into looking like a bunch of rings. These kind of trailing light thing they had going on before. No problem. Haha! I don't know how that happened. I'm assuming that it was meant to happen. Oh my god. I looked away for a second because someone needed something and now I'm gonna die. Unless... Rush, you're useless. You're supposed to teleport under me and bounce me away. Because that's totally how you've ever worked in any game. I live in a house with other people, folks. Sometimes they will get chatty and ask me for things, and I'm always very obliging. So, if you hear them, just remember, please. That's my more or less of the day. If you're an underage person whose parents catch you watching this, you can tell them that you're getting moral lessons as well as nature lessons from this English good grammar. Another one of these pricks, and then I'm free to fight the boss. Really. Bay2 Black Gaming says hippos apparently live in sub-Saharan Africa. Very well, thank you very much. We have learned something today. Contact damage for enemies in this game is super high, man. Oh, how does the Ringman work again? I think he runs at where... I think whatever my position was when he starts walking at me is where he tries to land, basically. So he should go all the way to the end, yes, okay. So I should also walk all the way to the end. Really? We should stop here. I hate everything. Life is difficult. Okay, screw it. Like I said, I've won life this game in the past. I have nothing to prove. Ringman, you are really pissing off. Thank you. Skullman's always been tough for me. I can't quite predict this movement. He does have a pattern, but, you know, very lazy. I'm really committed to learning it. I really like Skullman's stage and theme. Look at bones! These guys, I think, are called Skull-Joes. They can only be killed with a charge shot. I think if you hit them enough and they crumble enough and they keep getting up, they'll die. I kind of want to test that now. I think this is the first game where those shield enemies appeared. They get redrawn every game. Mega Man's shitty Mega Man 1 sprite does not. People love it. Makes me angry. Slide! Jump, jump, slide, slide, Mega Man 8. Apparently there's a Legacy Collection 2 coming out that has Mega Man 8 on it. Perhaps we'll have to try that out. Hopefully it'll get a new dub, since KG Inafune isn't trying to fuck everything up. Shoutouts to KG Inafune. He did a lot for the Mega Man series, and also did a lot to fuck over that series. Shoutouts to Mighty Number 9. A game that's not entirely wretched, but is pretty bad. We're not going after that E-Tank. Okay, let's test on this guy. Will he eventually just die? No, I guess I need a charge shot. And Skullman! Skullman will not move until you do. Not sure why that shot verged so much. I probably jumped a little early. That was probably the best Skullman fight I've ever had. Jeez, normally he gives me so much trouble. It just kind of worked out this way. Dustman and Toadman are the easy fights that the game really wants you to do first. I kind of like left them for last. Every Mega Man game has at least one enemy that's just a lot easier to beat. So that if you're learning the game, or you really don't want to, you know, piece out the patterns, you can just pick that guy and take their weapon and go kill everyone else with it. Another flaw with Mega Man 4, it does have pits where enemies jump out of to kill you, and they appear way too late, so they will have already, like, hit you. Why make that jump? There's nothing there, though. Here's an example of the slide distance. If I just fall off this platform to the left, I won't get that, but if I do this, I will. But, what was I talking about again? Right. Yeah, every Mega Man game has an enemy, or two, sometimes more than one, where they're just an easy fight, and then you can take their weapon and just go, basically domino all the other bosses if you're having trouble with it. I always like to learn most of the fights with just the Mega Buster, just as a point of pride. There are some fights I have a lot of trouble with the Mega Buster to this day, though. For example, that one motorcycle guy from Mega Man 10. It's not Turbo Man. Turbo Man's from 7. Nitro Man, I think? He had a city stage. That guy, on normal, I already have a hell of a time beating him with Buster only. On hard, he's like the most impossible fucking fight in the world. This area is notoriously buggy and can randomly kill you or spit you out in what seems to be arbitrary ways. If I die here, please don't be too surprised. Please don't report me to the Better Business Bureau. I really want to destroy that last block for safety. Whoa. Yep, that was stupid. Beginning of the stage? No, excellent. Back when I played Mega Man 3 and they did the whole Mega Man 2 Robot Ghost thing, I was under the impression that this was going to become a staple, and I was fully expecting to fight the ghosts of the robots from Mega Man 3 in this game. That didn't end up happening, which is probably for the best. Really cutting it a little close there, aren't I? Sweet. When you slide, you're actually a little bit into the ground. So if an enemy hits you while you're in the ground, you'll notice in Mega Man's hit stun, he'll actually be halfway into the ground and then go back. I suspect that's a bug that they just kind of kept so that when you get hit while you're sliding, it's kind of just like an extra bit of insurance, which isn't that great because sliding is already the best way to move around, really. I'm okay with dashing in Mega Man X or when Base does it because, you know, you can put that to a button. But just sliding around all over the place aesthetically, it's just kind of weird. Like, how is this movement? Dashing at least uses boot jets and whatnot. I know people are thinking, what does that matter, you know? But shut the fuck up, okay? Like, half the reason you like Mega Man games is because of the aesthetics. Don't even try to pretend otherwise. Dustman is not a hard fight in the slightest. It's just time-consuming because when he's trying to suck you in like this, he's completely invincible. Not a hard fight at all. Gets hit immediately. Yay! If you are watching this, killing time on this lovely Wednesday evening, why? I'm not doing anything. Go live your life. One more Robot Master. Toad Man. Too many men in this damn series. Splash Woman should have been a precedent. But she was not. Also, I'm of the opinion that role should be playable and have a beam saber, but, you know. That's just me. Well, it's not just me. Fiction does not have nearly enough female protagonists. And female characters who are important. So, when that does happen in fiction, even if the story is kind of subpar, I tend to gravitate towards it. Not that female protagonists are subpar. Just as an example, this is the world we live in, where men are represented very well and women are not, so... I've always liked the look of Toadman's stage. The rain and in the sewer, it's all really nice. The robot sewer. With robot mice and robot bacteria or something. And I've always wondered in this world, why do they do that? Build the robot trees and the robot wildlife. I suppose if you have your ecosystem is missing a certain predator or prey or species for whatever reason, to make the biosphere work, you know, that ecosystem could benefit from a robot who mimics the behavior, right? This guy tosses a ball and eventually makes his eyeballs try to attack you. For sure, they're the same eyeballs that the spring guy had. Again, pardon the sniffling. Allergies. Oh, he didn't shoot out his last gun. Huh. Does he not do it every third bomb? Is it random? Folks, if it's random, let me know. Stupid fish! Ha. Brilliant. I actually have this suspicion that Toadman was not supposed to be one of the easy ones along with Dustman. I think the idea was that Toadman was going to be the super hard fight, since if you let him pull off the Toad Rain, he does a ton of damage to you. But since he jumps anytime you hit him, it's just... the fight is just a joke. His contact damage is really high, though. If he does touch me, I will die, but... I mean... even if I didn't have, like, 5 or 6 lives, I probably wouldn't be worrying too much about that. Easy fight. It's a frog! Well, it's a toad, really. Never really understood the difference. Folks, if you know the difference between frogs and toads, let me know. Asking a lot of wildlife questions on this stream. The most boring stream on YouTube right now. Rain flush. Oh, the puppy. And now we can head for Dr. Cosmos. Play Tetris in his Tetris castle. Puyo Tetris is a game that's finally coming out in North America. Kind of looking forward to it. my Carl's Nave Anime Rave co-host, best anime review show on the internet, Dave, he is really good at Puyo Pop. At least he was at one point. And I'm not nearly as good at Puyo Pop as he is, but I'm fairly sure I'm better at Tetris than he is. So I'm finally going to be able to beat him at Puyo Pop by playing a different game. Trust me, it all makes sense. Slinky enemies, one of the new enemies introduced in Dr. Cossack's lab. Definitely feels like a ran out of ideas enemy. Animate's cool enough, I guess. Dr. Cossack. Use Russian doctor. At least I think he is. His name is Cossack. So that makes him Russian, right? I'm not just being like insensitive here, am I? Ah. Aha, good shot, me. The charge shot doesn't actually materialize immediately, like in some other Mega Man games, so you kind of have to fire it off a little early. I guess I have to use Rush Coil for this. If you're just joining me, I didn't grab the balloon power-up because I missed that jump and I was lazy. Really? Really? Stupid spike enemy? You're gonna fucking play it like that? Good shot, Carlos. Alright. We're just gonna skip all the way to the last ladder. And fight the first boss. A weird moth thing. Not a terribly difficult boss. He does create pits though. Shoutouts to moths. I am deathly afraid of moths. They're gonna latch onto me and explode. Unless they're really big, then I can't hate them anymore. At that point, they're people to me. There's definitely a really, really bad joke to make about invading a Russian fortress and the goings-on in politics in 2017. I'm not going to make that joke because A, I don't really know what it is, and B, why. Really want to end that way. Let's try to get another weapon energy drop. Fill up my rush jet. That one pixel I was missing from it. Rush jet is not nearly as good in this game as it was in Mega Man 3, where Rush only like took up energy when you were on him. Like in Mega Man 3, me doing that would have actually made the energy drain stop. You could actually use that when you revisit Shadow Man stage to create kind of a safety net platform under the lava section. Okay, that's not gonna work. Easy enough. Definitely like the seeing the snow through the window thing here. Really like Mega Man 4. I can use this useless wire power-up again. Yay! Don't leave that bat alone. You didn't do nothing to me. You're gonna refill the coil though. Oh, I fucked up. Or did I? Yep, because the skull shield blows. If this was the leaf shield, that guy would be dead. We're just gonna skip all that. I need lives. No, I have loads. The second boss is like a computerized segmented wall. It's really tough to describe. First you have to kind of slide under it. You can weave into it to dodge it, but it's only really worth it when it reforms fully like this, so you can actually attack the core. Look radius of the fucking core. Cycle. What the? I have no idea how that happened. If you hear any thunder going on in the background, that's because there's a thunderstorm going on. Come on, let me up. Hey, I heard that last hit. That should have... Nah, whatever. That better not have bugged out the boss and put its hit points back to 255 or some shit. Shoutouts to hexadecimal notation. FFU, boss. That was a terrible pun. I deserve to be roasted for that one. Coming up next is one of the few auto-scrollers in Mega Man. A lot of speedrunners hate auto-scrollers. I'm not a speedrunner. I actually like auto-scrollers quite a bit. They're relaxing. I get to listen to some good music. And I kind of like the challenge of needing to take it a bit slow and observe and think about the obstacles as they slowly approach. I don't want that to be every stage, barring in, say, a shoot-'em-up, but I certainly don't mind a Mega Man game throwing one in now and then. What am I going to use you for? Skull Shield. I don't even remember the Robot Master weaknesses, so I'm just going to kill him with the Buster again, probably. All this weapon energy they're just giving me. I love this song. Mega Man 4 is one of the highlights of the series for me in terms of music. That's one of the reasons that Rockman 4 Minus Infinity makes me mad, in addition to its design, which gets touted as amazing, but really isn't. It commits the criminal sin of replacing the Mega Man 4 soundtrack with a soundtrack that is inferior in almost every way. It's amazing how inferior it is. How do I kill these buzzsaws again? That's the drill. Nope. Pharaoh shot. It is! More auto-scrolling for your watching pleasure. Kind of a take on phase blocks. You don't encounter phase blocks proper in this until you get deep into Wily's base. But, the Pharaoh shot happens to be the final bosses. One of the final bosses only 2 weaknesses, the other is the ring shot, and the ring shot is almost impossible to beat the guy with, so... phase blocks proper appear in the Wily stages. However, we kind of get a bootleg version here to serve as a kind of a platforming obstacle for this auto-scroller. Nothing too complicated to deal with. Like I said, a lot of people hate auto-scrollers. I'm not one of those people. They relax me. Kind of unwind a bit. Please go faster. Thank you. The balloon platform would have helped me in getting that. I don't care enough to try. Can I get into the jet? No. It's impossible! Oh well. Don't really need it. Despite the instant death hazard present at the bottom of the stage, this is not a terribly hard fight. Even if you do fall, you should have enough invincibility to quickly call Rush or the Wire and get out. It's not... it's not trivial to actually fuck that boss up, though, so... Should not be a big concern for most people, I don't think. I don't feel. Allergies are the worst. So if there's a if there's a bad streamers wiki, they probably are watching this and already making a page for how much this stream sucks. I don't care. This is fun for me. And hopefully it entertains you and brings you some joy in these terrible times we live in. I say that a lot because it's true. Ah. Open up for longer than 3 frames. Fuck. I don't even know if it's 3 frames, but it doesn't feel like a very long window. I also think it's a little random. Okay, getting really mad now. Seriously? Okay. Losing mind. That was an embarrassing display. There are 2 paths to take here, and I believe the one I want is that one up there. Which I think you might need to... Well, you can get up there with Rush Coil. I know you can with the Wire, but I'm curious. This has got to be doable, right? Whoops. Really? It's not. I knew it was. Grab that. We're not going to waste the extra shot to get out because we don't need to. tried to slide jump there. I don't know if it's possible. That looks kind of suspicious, doesn't it? It's not anything, but... Is where I fight Dr. Cossack? I think it is. I think it's the last of the Cossack stages. I can try to grab you with a crane and then slam you to the ground or drop you. The drop is funny because it's a much shorter drop than what Mechanero's used to taking without a single point of damage. It's pretty sudden when he does it. Oh hey, look at that. Boss him before you defeat his sidecar. Proto-Man appears! Useless, useless Proto-Man! My father's not really evil! Dr. Wily took me hostage. He's gonna do that a lot to you in the future. Wily literally appears before everyone, and they let him get away. Really not sure why they let him get away. Well, no, that's not true. I know exactly why they let him get away, because then we wouldn't have 4 more stages, would we? Or is it 5? I don't remember. It's been a while. I think it's 5. This is the Metool stage. Every enemy's a Metool, I think. I think this is the one. Weapon energy does not refill in between, but honestly, the Cossack and Wily stages are not terribly difficult. So you shouldn't be scrambling for them. It's not like Mega Man 2 where you needed to make sure you had full crash missiles so that you could kill the 3rd boss. You can see a strat for that. A really ghetto strat, but one that doesn't involve him dying during the boss to take him in 2 parts. On my channel. A stream where I wasn't talking over it. For some people, that's probably a plus. Just for funsies, can I make that jump? Nope. Well, you can, but... We're gonna play it safe here. Oh wait, let's use the Rush Marine adapter. I think it's the last time I'm gonna get a chance to use it anyway, so why not? And now we're gonna immediately take it off before I touch a spike and die embarrassingly. Should be phase blocks here. Watch this one carefully. I thought I could nail it. It's okay. You know, I should talk to Wire earlier, but it's actually really useful. I don't know why I filled in Rush Marine. It's not like we're going to use it again, unless we want to fight Dive Man with it. And we don't, because it would be useless. I believe the boss is a giant mentor. I could be wrong. That hit me. Alright. Easy enough fight. I shouldn't say that. I used an energy tank during it. Mark of shame, I realize. Was this the right way to go? It was not. Really, Rush? Fine. Can the ring kill these guys too? Totally. Okay. You don't play me like that, Eddie? Fine. We will use my wire! Useless wire! Wow. It's not even like, impressive looking, it just happens. I do not remember for the life of me what this boss is. Oh, it's this guy. Hey, you. Oh, it's a big version of those guys I just faced getting here. Oh, green jewel. Okay. That second platform just seems like a big trap. The first one seems to be all you need. Ooh, hitbox. Finicky on this guy. That looked like it hit that on. Okay, a little more. Literally between the eye and the jewel, eh? Okay. Bam. Alright. Simple enough. Mega Man 4 wasn't exactly the hardest of the series. I think it is 4 stages. I don't think you get more than 9 lives. Not sure why there's a tens counter in the life count, but whatever. And of course the boss refights. I don't remember too many of the weaknesses of the bosses. I'm pretty sure the time stop is for Pharaoh Man, and that's like it. If I remember it, I'll use it, because I've already beat them all with the arm cannon, and I have nothing to really prove. Man, he's dead. Next is Bright Man. I'm gonna use his weakness too because he can be annoying. I think it's Toad Rain. Next guy is Skullman. Oh god, what was his weakness again? Fucking remember. Mega Buster it is. Well, that's a great start. Alright. No problem. Next is... Oh, the slide doesn't trigger the teleport. Dive Man! Sure looks like there should have been a row of spikes on the top. I don't remember if we can see that button. We're just going the old-fashioned way. What do we got now? Toadman! I don't even remember what your weakness is, but I don't care. We'll do a bit off the teleporter so you can grab your energy. I multi-shoot him because sometimes just hitting him once doesn't trigger him to jump. He'll do the Toad Rain. And Toad Rain really, really hurts. Otherwise, this is the simplest enemy in gaming. Oh, simplest enemy in gaming. Took a ton of damage because apparently don't know the difference between sliding and jumping. Good one, Carlos. Jackass. Still not that big a deal. I want to say Ringman's your weakness. I'm right. Pharaoh Shot is your weakness, but I'm totally going to use it because you're actually fairly difficult without it. When you shoot at him when he's running like that, he will shoot back. That's why I kind of jumped in a panic there. In my process of elimination, that would make the last one Pharaoh Man. Unlike in Mega Man 2, time stop doesn't just drain his energy, you have to actually use your arm cannon, which you can do after you time stop, which is nice. You can't charge it, but whatever. This is an easy boss. I don't remember this guy's weakness, so I do remember he's not that tough. Ah! I really like the sprites on the shots. Awesome sprite work, except for shitty Mega Man 1 sprite Mega Man, who I hate. Everyone else loves, which I also hate. What do I gotta hit you with now? Oh shit, what's his weakness now? A drill? It is. Yeah, I have more than enough energy tanks to just tank this guy. So I'm gonna do it. if I could have killed you. One more stage to go, and then we fight Wily Capsule 4? That would be 4, I think. Or is it Wily Capsule 1, since this is the first time you fight a Wily Capsule as a final boss? I don't know. In Mega Man 7, they call it Wily Capsule 7, even though that's really the 4th Wily Capsule boss, so it shouldn't be called Wily Capsule. I'm just going to call it Wily Capsule 4. That's what we're going to call this final boss. Easiest to kill with the Pharaoh shot. You can also use the ring boomerang, but that takes a bazillion years to do. So we're going to use the Pharaoh shot. Now, a single charge can net 2 projectiles. The one that appears above you can kind of run it into him, and then still fire one off. Like that. It's still there. Nice. Oh, still hit him. Just to show you, the ring boomerang's damage is like nothing by comparison. As soon as he appears in the position I can hit him in. Really? Really? He vanished that soon? Sometimes you can spawn right on top of you, which isn't really fair, but whatever. Oh, does the ring boomerang not hurt him? Is it just a throw shot? Ha, that's funny. Would that have killed me? That's a funny question. If I had no energy, would it have been a draw? I think he escaped. Folks, that was Mega Man 4. I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed playing it. That was the wrong thing to say. Still one of my favorites of the series. I do kind of wish there was a Mega Man X collection for this damn system and not just, you know, not an X collection. It's on PS4, by the way. Folks, that's it for me for today. Thanks for watching. After the credits roll, I'm going to be out of here. Peace out, and God save the Queen.